Shakala Prabhu Shitu Dekiya Ganga Shukana Shima Paya Dekiya Ganga Shukana Shima Paya Shoran Shitu Dekiya Ganga Shukana Shima Paya Shukana Shima Paya Tulasi Deke Junade Mahabhavato Shani Jani Judaya Madhavato Shani Jani Gouda Pri Shaka Sheban Jivana Shada Gamone Shaka Shevane Jivana Shada Gamone Gouda Preya Shaka Shevane Jivana Shada Gamone Bhakti Vinod Krishna Bhajane Anukula Vaya Krishna Bhajane Anukula Vaya Roti Tipashe Paramashuke Sikara Koroyeda Sikara Koroyeda Roti Tipashe Paramashuke Sikara Koroyeda Sigara Koroyeda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna, Hare
একদিন ডাকি বলে মিশ্বর পুরন্দর আমার পুস্তক আনো বাপ বিশ্বম্ভর বাপ বিশ্বম্ভর আমার পুস্তক আনো, bring my book. Just as Sri Krishna appeared in the house of the cow herders, the cow herdsmen of Vrindavan, and he was Nanda Dulal, the son of the Brajaraj Nanda Baba, in the house of the cow herdsmen. In Ram Leela he appeared in the Kshatriya dynasty. And in Chaitanya Leela, he appeared as the son of a Brahmin, Jagannath Mishra. So, Ama Pushtak Ano, bring my book. So, hearing his father request this, Shachinandan here is very happy. And he went inside and he found the book. And then he came and he gave the book to his father. So as Sachinandan was going in to get that book and then bring back to his father at that time, Jagannath Mishra could distinctly hear the sound of ankle bells, Nupur, ankle bells. Mishra bole kotai shuni Nupurer dhoni Chartor dike choi Dui Brahman Brahmani. They're looking everywhere. The Brahman and the Brahmani, Jagannath Mishra and Sachimata, everywhere they're looking. From where is that sound coming from? Our son doesn't wear ankle bells. So where has the sound of ankle bells come from? Ki odbhut dui jane mone mone gane Bachan na shpure dui joner bodane. So they were bachane na bodane, they were unable to speak, hearing the sound of the ankle bells and not knowing where the sound is coming from. Then when they went inside the house, they saw an amazing spectacle, an amazing thing in the house. Shogrihe dekhe aparupa padda chinha dvaja bajra ankush Potaka adi binno. So they saw on the floor of the cottage, because in Navadvipa, actually at that time there was no marble homes, just like we have here, nice marble. There were the clays, the homes were cottages made of clay, mati, from that area, and make the clay cottage and the grass roof. There were no tractors, no trucks, no engineers. They were house building specialists. Some jati were house builders. Some looked after cows, some built houses, some farmed, grew rice. All the different necessities were specialized by one or another of a particular social group. So they built the house in clay. So the clay floor, actually, in the summer, you can just imagine in the heat of the summer when you're living in a cool clay hut, very nice. Just recently I was in Vrindavan and I was in Srila Prabhupada's room. There is stone, when you visit Prabhupada's room, Radha Damodar temple, You see the stone floor. It's hundreds of years old. So many sadhus have lain on that floor and slept in the hot Vrindavan summer. And Prabhupada he slept in that stone, many months Vrindavan hot. So here the clay, the earth, and so they saw the footprints, which included the thunderbolt, the flag, the banner, the goad for controlling cows, for controlling elephants. So they were Apurup, they've never seen such an amazing thing. On the floor of the house, imprints with all of these signs that only appear on the feet of Sri Hari. Banner, the flag, the thunderbolt. Amazing. And one after another, all the same, imprint. Amazing. So they both became filled with ecstasy. Their hair stood on end, and tears flowed from their eyes. Pada pade deki dohe kore namaskar dohe bole nishtaraimu janma nahi ar. Kore namaskar. They bowed down to seeing the two of them, seeing these amazing footprints all throughout the house. They bowed down to those footprints and they said, Nishtaraimu janma nahi ar. We will be delivered, we will not take birth again. Now this is very significant if you consider who is saying this. Brajendra Nandana Jai Shachishu Tohoilo Shay. The darling of King of Braj, Ananda Dulal, he appears Sachi Shuta Hoilo Shay. He appears as Sachi Mata, as the darling of Sachi Mata. Balarama Hoilo Nitai. Lord Balaram. And therefore, Lord Balaram is Nitai, and therefore is Jagannath Mishra. He is Nanda Baba. Jagannath Mishra is eternal father of the Lord. He's eternal father. He's when the Lord appears, he appears as his father. Jagannath Mishra, Nanda Maharaj, is the eternal father of the Lord. And he's living with the Lord. Just like your son, how intimate you are with your son. You take him on your lap, you cuddle, you kiss him, you put him to rest, you dress him, you bathe him, you sit together as he gets older. But he's thinking that we're going to take birth again in conditional existence. He's thinking he's a conditioned soul. That I'm condemned here in this material world of repeated birth and death. That's what he thinks. Even though he knows that, it's not that by chance he becomes the father of Krishna. He's the father of Krishna because he's been the father of Krishna before. He's been the father of Krishna before, but he forgets that. Can you imagine that? That you're the father of Krishna personally, and then you completely forget that. Because he's not thinking that he's the father of Krishna. He's thinking he's an ordinary Navadvipa Brahmin, and he has a son, and that he's a conditioned soul. And when he sees these special footprints, he thinks that, I'll be liberated. So that means he thinks he's conditioned. And he's living with the Supreme Lord Sri Hari. So just imagine, how is that? That's called Jogamaya. He becomes completely, like Krishna puts the devotee in such bewilderment that they think I'm just the father and he's my normal son. That's a magical. So Krishna he can put you in bewilderment, just like now. Kotajon Bharatiya Achen Upasthit. Kotajon Bharatiya. How many Indian boys? Raise hands. How many Indian boys? Now thinking about it, a few hands coming up. Think about it. How many Indian boys here? But actually, sometimes we forget that we're spirit soul. We forget that we're Atma, a spirit soul, and we begin thinking, I'm an Indian boy. Does that happen on occasion? Generally you're remembering I'm Nitya Krishna Das, but sometimes you forget and you think I'm an Indian boy. Sometimes, momentarily. Any Indian ladies? No, we won't ask. So just see the Maya Shakti that he can. That's the Devi Maya. That's the Devi Maya. What to speak of being bewildered by the Yoga Maya? What an amazing condition to be in, bewildered by the Yoga Maya. And actually the Goswamis are in that. They're Pramon Madhavashada Shesha Dashayo Grashto Pramato. They're mad. They're completely mad by Yoga Maya. They're completely mad. And this is another type of, he's completely normal. Actually, he's become completely, he thinks he's completely normal. Householder, go teach, go to the office, come home. He thinks he's completely normal. That's the Maya, that the Yoga Maya. So that the Lord can live like a normal, with a normal father, mother, because the Lord wants to enjoy that. Bihari, Nodiya Bihari. He wants to enjoy parents growing up, the affection. And actually he's doing that because the devotee wants to love him in that way. Okay, I'll become your child, and you can completely forget everything else and completely believe that you are my parent. And in that way, love me. Wow. He's not thinking my son is God. And in that way, he's just completely loving him like a son, like a child. Amazing. Our philosophy, amazing. Vatsalya Ras. And you can, and actually we can taste just by hearing the Ras, Bhagavat Ras. Pibatam Bhagavatam Rasam, Chaitanya Bhagavat. Pibatam Bhagavatam Rasam. We can understand that just by hearing these pastimes. Just we can understand how much love he has. That he gives up, he becomes plays a drama that never ends. A lifelong drama. I'll play like your parent, and in that way serve you. Amazing. Amazing, isn't it? The detail of Krishna Bhakti. So that's what's meant by susukam kartam abhyayam. That's actually what's meant by susukam kartam abhyayam in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter. I think our Bhakti Shastri students, we haven't done that yet, right? Susukam kartam abhyayam, 9th chapter. It's the next section. Susukam kartam. It's very joyful. Susukam kartam abhyayam, and it doesn't end. Well, could you imagine anything more joyful than that? Than being the parent of the Supreme Lord, but completely adopting that persona that there's no reverence. Good morning, Lord. Hare Krishna. Namaskar. It's like you're your child. I mean, what intimacy? That's susukam kartam abhyayam. Is there any comparison to the joy? It's like, we pay money in America, they have Disneyland. Disneyland. It's like, the ferries, there's rides, there's games, there's, like fairy floss, ice cream, and everywhere you go. And the kids go on rides, and the characters walk around, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, they're dressed up, they're walking around, you can go and see them. I thought you were a cartoon, but you're real. Disneyland, you go on the boat. But to take your family to Disneyland for one day, that cost you probably more than $1,000. Because there's a ticket for everyone to get in. How much is it? Maybe $100, $150 to get in. $150 is 10,000 rupees to get in. And then every ride, $25, $50. By the end of the day, it's more than $1,000. There's a Disneyland. And the kids are walking away, with their ice cream and their balloons, and the father's walking away with such a pain in his pocket. Wow. And that's what, because that's what we want. We want to go into a world where it's just fun and games. We want that. The soul wants that, where there's no trouble, where the soul can have unlimited pleasure and that pleasure can be enjoyed without any effort. That place we want. And that place is available when you enter into the transcendental Leela of the Lord. There's unending bliss, unending happiness and love. And it's just all under Krishna's energy that it's all happening. You think, I mean... So Shuno Mishra Bole, Jagannath Mishra calls out Shuno. He says, Mishra Bole, Shuno Vishwarupe Janani, oh Mother of Vishwarup. This is very pleasing to the Lord when he's mentioned in relation to his devotee. Just like we say Nanda Dulal, that we don't say Krishna, we'll say the darling of Nanda. And still in Bengali language this is used. I don't know about other Indian languages, but in Bengali. Like I will ask Nitai Madhav about his wife. I don't know his wife's name, but his wife. I will say, in Bengali you would say, Damodare ma kemon achen. Yeah, how is Damodar's mother? And that gives pleasure to mother, everyone, yeah, Damodar's mother. It's all about relationships. So he says here, his Vishwarup Janani, mother of Vishwarup, he's his wife. His own wife. He calls her Vishwarup Janani, mother of Vishwarup. How affectionate is that? How sweet is that? Shuno Vishwarup Janani, Grita Panamanna Randaha Apani. You cook the special paramanna, randaha, it's old Bengali for cooking, randaha, apani. With the ghee, you cook special sweet rice with ghee. And tomorrow I'll do a special worship of the Shalagram Shila because I think, he says, the Shalagram Shila must in the night come down off the altar and wander around the house. What else could he think? The Shalagam Shila must come down off the altar and wander. So tomorrow we'll do a special puja of the Shalagram Shila, and you cook the special sweet rice with ghee. And so the next day, Jagannath Mishra he did the Panchagabya Snan, Panchagabba. That means 5 elements of a cow. That means yogurt, milk, ghee, and gomutra, and gobur. With that abhishek, that's called Panchagabba Abhishek. That is the Uttam. Every day here, Mayapur, Lord Narasimhadev temple, Lord Narasimhadev. Every morning there is Panchagabba Abhishek with doodh, ghee, dhodi, and mutra, gomutra, and gobur. Abhishek every day. Lord Narasimhadev, the shalagrams. There's Panchagabha Abhishek. And then there's Panchamrit, which is like that. Where generally we have the Panchamrit with the public. But he did the Panchagabha. Emoto duijon param hare shei shalagram puja kore Prabhu mone hashe. So as Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata are sitting there worshipping the shalagram, Sachinandan, he's sitting there, he's smiling. He's sitting there alongside there, he's smiling, they're worshipping the shalagram. They don't know that the Supreme Lord is sitting there beside them. Ek kota shono param odbhut. Listen to another description which is param odbhut. It is a wonder, an amazingly wonderful incident. Param odbhut. Jai Ranga Korila Prabhu Jagannatha Shuto. The way the son of Jagannath Mishra plays and performs his pastimes. Just hear another pastime. Param Shukriti Ek Taitikik Brahman, Krishner Udeshe Kore Tirtha Paryaton. So Krishna Udeshe, to please Krishna, just like here we're going different places, we're coming to Mayapur, we're going to Ekachakra, we're going to Katwa, different places we went. So why are we going? Why? Because it says, Krishna Udeshe Kore Tirtha Paryatan. To please Krishna. To please Krishna. That's why we come to these places. These places, we take effort, we come. We just sang the song, Gaur Amar Jai Shabashtan. Where my Gaur Jai Shabashtan, where he performed his pastimes. Korala Brahmana Range, She Shabashtan, all of those places. Haribo Ami, I will see. Pranaya Bhakata Shange, in the association of loving devotees. Thakur Bhakti Vinod, he sings this song. So this is pleasing to the Lord when we come to the places of his pastimes. So this Brahman, he was simply wandering from one tirthastan to another. This is a sannyasi, an itinerant Brahman. They're carrying, still now you will see sadhus, they're carrying the bag, that's all they have. And they go from one holy place to another. Stay a few days, and they beg alms, they take the pilgrim's gift, and then they go to they'll go to the different Mela, Kumbh Mela, and in this way they go from one place to another, detached from material existence, a genuine sadhu, and they absorb themselves in remembering the Lord in the different holy places. So this Brahman came. Shad Akar Gopal Mantrer Kore Upashan Gopal Naibedya Bina Na Kore Bhojan. He worshipped Gopal with the Shad Akar, the 6-syllable Gopal mantra. 6-syllable Gopal mantra. Those of you who are initiated in second initiation know about these types of mantras, Gopal mantra. Our Gopal mantra is 18-syllable Gopal mantra. This is a 6-syllable. Another to give you an idea of a 6-syllable mantra, a 6-syllable mantra example is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Is that 6 or more? Maybe 8. Om Namo Bhagavate. That's more. Om Narashingaya Namaha. Om Narashingaya Namaha. That's 6. Om Narashingaya Namaha. Om Narashingaya Namaha. That's 6 syllables. So Gopal mantra like that. We have such mantra. So he was worshipping with that, and he wouldn't. Gopal Naibedya Bina Na Kore Bhojan. Gopal Naibedya Bina. Apart from that which had been offered to the deity, which he carried around his neck, his Shalagram Shila and his Gopal, he carried around his neck, he worshipped them with the 6-syllable Gopal mantra, and he wouldn't eat anything that had not been offered to his Gopal. This is his sadhana. This is his practice. This is Conte, Bal Gopal, Bhushan Shaligram, Parama Brahmana Teja Oti Onupam. He carried his only ornaments around his neck with Gopal, deity, and Shalagram Shila. Parama Brahmana Teja, and he had so much effulgence. Oti Onupam, extremely beautiful form the Brahman had. And Nirabadhi Mukhe Vipra Krishna Krishna Bole. Krishna Krishna Bole. He would chant the name of Krishna. Krishna Krishna Bole. Antare Govinda Rosh Dui Choku Dhule. Dui Choku Dhule, with his eyes closed, half closed. Dui Choku Dhule. He would with his mouth, he would without cessation utter the name of Krishna. Krishna, 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 with his eyes closed. And Antare Govinda Rosh, within his heart, he would taste the love of Godhead. Actually, this is success in life. We're thinking, oh, I have to have big house, many cars, a lot of money, family, extended holidays, regular. But these things actually are temporary achievements. These things won't actually give the real satisfaction. But if you get Nije Govinda Rosh, Antare Govinda Rosh, if you get a taste for hearing about Krishna, for chanting Krishna, that is the greatest wealth. That is the greatest wealth. Because that cannot be taken away. A big house can be broken into, or can be swept away in a flood. Cars can be stolen. Money can be stolen. Position can be taken away. Wealth can be lost. Family members can depart. But the taste for the holy name, the taste, Govinda, Antare Govinda Rosh, that cannot be taken away. That cannot be taken away. That is the greatest treasure. That has to be. I remember I was a student in the college, and devotees were preaching to me. They were saying, yes, you can be student, you can get career, you can, but eventually you're going to grow old, get diseased, and die. So achieving these things won't solve these problems. So therefore, rather than putting all energy into something that is going to be of no permanent value, and because you have to start again next life, I did go to Janama Purika Hoilo, Purika Hogio. I did BA last life. I did PhD. I don't have to do again. No. All that trouble is for no value, because next life you have to do again. Is it that anyone comes to college and then I did last life. I passed this test. I've done that. I have to do again. So all the effort that last life is no value. And therefore saying the effort this life also has no real value. Well then tell me that thing. What is that thing that won't be taken away? I can take with me. Govinda Antare Govinda Rosh. That's what we have to work for, because that you, after that, rich, poor, but you carry that. Everything else, you can't take anything else. So why put so much effort into things that you have to give up? That's a waste. All that effort and I can't take it with me. What's that thing I can take with me? The only thing is the taste. So put effort into developing that. If you're intelligent, you put effort into developing that. Because then you take it. Doesn't matter next life. When you die, it doesn't matter. You've got something. Next life you carry on. And maybe you don't even need to take birth again if you're really attached. But even if not completely, you'll still be brought back again to the holy name. You'll chant, and after that, one more life or something. Finish up everything. So that was it. He was wandering. He didn't have anything, but he had that treasure of attachment to Nam Ruchi. And that's it. Perfectly happy in life. Seeing the Brahmana Tejo, the effulgence of that Brahman, Jagannath Mishra stood up out of respect and offered him obeisances. And then he offered that Brahmana a seat. Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is commenting that honouring a guest is the prime duty of a grihastha. When a guest comes to the home, they should not be neglected. Immediately, one should have a few people in the house. If one's alone, maybe Mataji, maybe with a city life, Mataji's alone. But actually, like we were singing, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he's living at home. Pratiti boshe paramashuke. Every day I'm doing these things. We're seeing Tulasi, seeing Ganga, taking Shak, taking Prasadam, worshipping the deity. That's all done at home. Prabhupada said his father, Gaur Mohan Day, he would do puja to midday. He would do puja to midday. Gaur Mohan, Prabhupada's father at home, do puja to midday. So at home, and then guests come, you receive them. You receive him. It's our good fortune. What good fortune has come our way today that you have come to our place. Please allow us to arrange for your prasadam. And the Brahmin said, okay. So they actually immediately cleaned the kitchen. Kitchen was thoroughly cleansed. And then they began to arrange all the ingredients for the Brahmin himself to cook. He would cook and offer to his Shalagram Shila, and he would take that. So all of the rice, the vegetables, the spices, everything arranged, kitchen clean, Brahmin begins to cook. Brahmin finishes the cooking. Several items. Rice, sabji, maybe some sweet item, vegetable. He begins to set up the offering plate. He begins to make offering to his Gopal deity, Gopal and Shalagram Shila. Sharva Bhuta Antarajami Shri Shochinandon Mone Ache Biprer Deben Darshan. Moni Ache, I think I will show myself to this Brahmin. Simply he said, I think I will reveal myself to this Brahmin. Why he reveals himself to this Brahmin, actually a little later we'll hear. But I will reveal him. So the Brahmin is sitting there and he's beginning to meditate on his Gopal mantra, meditating on the form of Gopal, beginning to offer these items. Hey Gopal, doyamoy poti pavon. You kindly accept this rice, vegetables. You kindly accept Prabhu. In this way, he's making offering. And at that time, Shachinandan, he appeared there. And he's naked. Dulamoy Sharva Anga, Dulamoy Sharva Anga, Murati Digambor, Orun Nayon, Choran Shundor, Duli Maya, Dulamoy, he's covered in dust. Dulamoy, Sharva Anga, all of his body, Dulamoy. Arun Nayan, with his eyes which are like reddish, with Charana Shundur, his hands and feet, very beautiful. He stands there naked, smiling. He's taking a handful of that hot rice, a little bit of ghee on the top. Basmati, fragrant, hot, tulasi. He's standing there, he's taking that hot rice. We're eating while the Brahmin is looking. Although favored by good fortune, the Brahmin called out, "Hi, hi." Just imagine that what a fortune, you're making the offering, the Lord himself comes, sits there, and you open, you think, oh, what a disaster, what a calamity. Hi, hi, the child has spoiled the offering. Immediately, everyone, what? They come running, they open the door, they see Nimai. The Brahman's there. And Jagannath Mishra, what, you rascal? Nimai's sitting there happily smiling, eating rice. Immediately, Jagannath Mishra, he starts seeing the angry mood of his father. Nimai jumps up and runs. He runs. And Jagannath Mishra chasing after him. I will teach him. Who does he think he is? He comes in here, the guest, such an offender, such a rascal. And then the Brahmin holds him. No, don't chastise the boy. What does he know? He's so young. He doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. And beating a child has no value. Mishra, Jagannath Mishra just sat down with his head in his hands, just completely devastated at what happened. And the Brahman says, Vipra bole, Mishra, Dukha na bhaviha mone, don't be unhappy. The Brahman says, Dukha na bhaviha mone, babaho mone, Jai din she hobe tar ishar she jane, Jai din she hobe tar ishar she jane. Each day what we will get, that's completely up to the Lord. Actually, I don't often eat rice. I live in the forest. I'm happy just eating fruit. If a guest comes and fasts. I remember one time one of my first programs in Bangladesh, in one remote place. I was with actually that devotee that we just saw leading that kirtan, and another devotee. So we were in this remote place, Mangalapur, and we were staying there. There were 2-3 days programs, and the devotee they were hosting us. So there was one devotee we were with. For some reason, he didn't want to eat anything. For some reason, I think his complaint was that they're cooking in the water is the same water they're bathing in, one big pukur, you know. So we were saying like that. But those people, you know, they couldn't sleep. It was 3 days, he wasn't eating. They were crying, this devotee not eating in our house. It was a very awkward situation. They were very, I can't remember what happened in the end, if he ate. So Mishra says, no, again we will arrange everything. Now kindly again you cook. At this time, everybody who was in the house came and gathered in front of that Brahman, Jagannath Mishra, and all together they requested, Jota Ishta Bandhugan, whatever friend and relative were in the house, they all came. And they again requested, please cook again. So the first time Jagannath Mishra there, he says, you please cook, okay. Next time, then everybody please, it's hard to refuse. Everybody, could you imagine? This whole group of people, they all stand up and they say, Prabhu, please take prasadam with us. How can you? No. A whole group of people, Prabhu. So everyone gathered there. So he agreed. Again, all the same items. He began cooking again. Same items. It's not that, let's take a look at that plate. Well, he only ate the rice. Let's just cook another batch of rice. No. It's meant for the enjoyment of Hari. Someone else shouldn't enjoy before. The offering is meant for. It's the love. You cook for the Lord. And you see the pujari come, he's covering. So not half eaten by someone else. It's not that worship of the Lord and puja is something that like just for our convenience. It's not so convenient actually worshipping. It's not so convenient, but it's seva. That's what it means. That now I will serve you. I will go and clean. I will prepare. I will bring. I will bow down. I will close the curtain. I will put you to. That's seva. That's what it means. But that seva will liberate us. And if we're not doing that, then we're just doing indriya tripti, something for our senses. So again, he cooks all the same items. Vipra bole, Jai Ichha Tomar Shabai Koriba Randan Sharvataya Punarva. Because you're all desiring it, again I will cook. Because you're all desiring it, again I'll cook. So again they clean the kitchen. Again they clean the kitchen. Not that it was clean before. It's just half an hour ago. Again they cleaned the kitchen. Again he cooked every item. So this time they said, take Nimai to another house. And they said, yeah, okay, good idea. They take him to another house. And then as they're going in the other house, all the ladies are there. And the Brahmins cooking, the ladies are there with Nimai. And they start to make fun. They're teasing Nimai. Shob narigon bole shuno re Nimai e moto Korea ki bipre onna kai ki bipre onna kai Nimai shuno re Nimai e moto Korea ki bipre onna kai. Who is this Brahmin that you are eating his food, Nimai? Who is this Brahmin? We don't know what his caste is. We don't know where he's come from. You've eaten his food, you've lost your caste. And Nimai says, Hashiya, Bolen, Prabhu, Shri Chandra, Badane, Amar ki dosh, Bipra, Amake, Apane, Dakile. He's calling me. Well, Nimai said that he called me. What's my fault in doing that? The ladies didn't understand his response. And then they said, but we don't know where he's come from. We don't know his... And then Sachinandan says, Hashiye Kohen Prabhu, Ami je Goyal, Brahmaner Anna Ami Kai Sharbakal. I am a Goyal, means a cowherd boy, a cowherdsman. Goyal, Brahmaner Anna Sharbatakai. I'm always eating the food cooked by a Brahmin. What's the problem in that? But they didn't understand what he was saying when he was explaining he's a cowherd boy. So in this way, the ladies were passing him from one lap to another. And each time the ladies would take him on their lap and hold him, they would become so enamored. Holding, can you imagine? Just you're there and then Sachinandan comes, you're holding him and he's laughing and smiling. And in this way, the ladies are all enjoying him. Without them knowing, Nimai slips away. Just at the time the Brahmin again had completed his cooking, was making again another offering. While offering, Dhyane, Bal Gopal, Bhaben, Biprabha, Janilen, Govindir, Janilen, Gauda Chandra Chiter Ishar, Dhyane, Bal Gopal, Bhaber, Biprabha. So that best of the Brahmins, he's dhyane, he's meditating on Bal Gopal, Bhabe, Bal Gopal Bhav, Bal Gopal Bhaben. He's Bhav. In other words, he's thinking Bhav means, what is that? Bal Gopal Bhav. What is that? That's what you get if you chant Hare Krishna. You get Bal Gopal Bhav, which means attraction for. Hare Krishna, when Sachinandan, he received Hare Krishna mantra from Ishwara Puri in Gaya. One time we should go to Gaya. He received a Mahamantra and then he became Kiba mantra dilo goshai. What mantra have you given? Kiba mantra dilo goshai. Kiba tal bo. What is its power? Jopiti mantra koryale pago. I've become crazy. I can't forget Krishna. I can't get him out of my mind. I'm constantly seeing him. What is this mantra? And Ishwara Puri replies, Hare Krishna Mahamantra Jai Toshava. The very essence of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Jai Toshava. Jai Jape, whoever chants, Tare Krishna Upajaye Bhav. Whoever chants will awaken Bhav, means attachment, means attraction to, love for Krishna, attraction to Krishna. Attraction for Krishna will manifest in the person. They want to hear about Krishna. They want to glorify Krishna. They want to bow down to Krishna. They want to remember Krishna. They want to follow Krishna's instructions. They want to share Krishna's mercy. That's Krishna. That's Gopal Bhav. And you get that by chanting Hare Krishna. You get that. You want to make the offering. He's making the offering, he's meditating. That you are my Prabhu, what you have done for me. How you have touched my life. How you have made me happy. You let me offer something for you. And that's Gopal Erbab. And that you're awakened by sadhana practice that will never leave you. And that's what will take you to the spiritual world. That's called Bhakti Yoga. The love, that's what will take you. That's why Bhakti Yoga is the strongest path. Because that love, Koraya Udoy, you can't restrain it. You feel the love. You feel the appreciation. It overwhelms. Especially when you're in the association of other Vaishnavas. In the kirtan, or the arati, you feel these feelings. Awakening of love of God, that established love of God, that's what will take you to Krishna. But that has to be awakened. Sharan bhakti hoite hoy, roti udoy. That roti, attachment, that attraction is awakened, udoy. It is aroused by sadhana. Sharan bhakti hoite hoy, roti udoy. That attachment, that's how you get it, how you awaken it, by sadhana. Hearing, chanting, japa. Hearing. So he's meditating. Dhyan bale gopal bhavena vipra janilen Gauda Chandra chitet Ishra. And the Lord of the heart, chitet Ishra, Gauda Chandra, he's fully aware that that Brahman is meditating. I mean, that is, Ami Mina Bondu Aro Ke Ache Tomar. That every effort that you do in the sadhana, in your chanting, in your prayer, that very much intimately is being received by the Chitet Ishwar, the Lord of the heart. He's waiting for that. He wants that. Just like in family life, sometimes the busy husband, he doesn't show affection to family members, not to wife, to children. And you can see when there's some affection shown, it's like, it's like nectar to them. He loves me, I bought a gift, So when we get, someone shows us love, you know, how much we like that. Now, Krishna is like that, waiting. Oh, look at that, he's waiting. And he's so close, he's waiting, anything you do. Any affection, I'll do this for you. That's all he wants, that relationship. Chitter Ishwar. And he knew that the Brahman was meditating in that way. He knew that. He had that feeling. Gopal Erbab. He's completely aware of that, Sachinanda. Therefore he came. Again he came. So that's not, the point of this is for us to understand, it's not just happening when that Brahman offers the bhoga. You may think, Krishna, a long, long way away, Vrindavan. No, he's Antarjami, he's Chitter Ishwar. He's just waiting there for this. That's why he's accompanying us. He says he wants that. He's waiting for that moment. I'm here when you show some love for me. Yes. He's just waiting for that. As a super soul. So again, Sachinandan is there. The Brahman opens his eyes. He sees again. He's eating the rice. Again he calls out. Hi. He breaks his meditation and he sees Sachinandan. Again, hi, what? Hi. And they all come. And Jagannath Mishra, he sees Sachinandan in him. He looks around. He grabs a stick. And he's not getting away with it this time. He's chasing him here and there with a stick. What Maya is that, I'm not going to get away. Many occasions, Jagannath Mishra very angry with Sachinandan. Many occasions. He went to the Ganga. Where is he? Where is that rascal? Running around up and down the length of the Ganga. That's God. What a father. What a relationship. Completely absorbed. Even in a dream, a Brahmin comes and says, Mishra, you're chastising your son, it's useless. He's the Supreme Lord Narayan. He doesn't need any education from you. He doesn't need any correction. And in the dream, Jagannath Mishra replies, yes, my son may be the Supreme Lord Narayan, but as his father, it is... In the dream, Jagannath Mishra replies, yes, he may be the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but As his father, it's my responsibility to educate him, to correct him, and so even though someone tells him, it doesn't have any effect on his relationship. Again, the Brahmin, he's holding back Jagannath Mishra. The boy cannot discriminate between good and bad. If you chase him, if you beat him with a stick, he won't understand. He won't relate that this is punishment for that. He'll just be traumatized. This is, you can't do this. And then he begins to explain that Balakir nahi dosh, shuno Mishra Rai, Jai dine, Jai hobe, taha hobe rachai. There's no fault on the child. What is destined for you in the day, that is what you get. Today, Krishna has not allotted me to eat rice. We have to understand this fact and just move on. Let's get caught up in this. I'll just take fruits. Jagannath Mishra is just unable to reply. He can't, again, request this Brahmin to cook. And it's already late at night. It's already after midnight. And then they can't have him fasting. He's just completely, why, this Nimai? 2 times, this boy, So at that time, the powerful, effulgent Vishwarup, he came. There's no comparison to his form, his beauty. Skande Jagyashutra, Brahmateja Murti Manto, Murti Bed, Janmile Apani Nityanando. He's a manifestation of Lord Nityananda. It's such a beautiful form. And then, from the lips of Vishwarup, Sava Shastrir Arta Shadash Puraye Jibhai. The conclusion of all the Shastras are constantly being manifest from his tongue. Krishna Bhakti Bhakya Madro Kareha Shadai. And only the discussions about Krishna can be heard from his mouth. Vipra bole, Kar Putra E Mahashai. Who is this child? Who is his parents? Whose son is this divine personality? Shavai bolen E Mishre Tanai. This is the darling of Jagannath Mishra. He embraced Vishwarup. Just see how intimate that society is. That you've just arrived at the home. You just met this boy. He's 14, 15 years old. And then you embrace him. How affectionate is a society of Vaishnavas. Vishwarup Korea. Bipre Vishwarup Korea Namaskar. Bashia Kohen Kota Amrit Dhar. Vishwarup, he paid obeisances to that Brahmin and then sat down. They weren't all standing up and having this meeting. They sat down. The Brahmin was sitting, Vishwarup sat down and began to speak such nectarian words. Shubhadine Tara Mahabhagyar Udoy. Our great fortune has come today that you have come to our home. Tumi Hena Otiti Jahar Grihe Hoy. Because if you come to our house, Tumi Upabash Kori Tag Char Gor Sarabata Tahar Amangal Pal Gor. But if a mendicant like you fasts in the home, that is the cause of all inauspicious things. We're so happy that you have come today, but we're so depressed that you're forced to fast. Viprabole, the Brahmin says, Kichu dukha na bhabaya mone, pulmul kichu ami, koriba bhojane. Just bring some fruits, some roots. and begins to explain that dukkha na bhavane, don't be in anxiety like this. I'm satisfied just with some fruits. Usually I live in the forest, we can't get rice. I'm quite accustomed to eating fruits and some simple roots, just what's available, just bring it now. Bon bashi ami. Anna kothai bapai. I live in the forest, when do I eat rice? Prai ami bone polmul matro khai. Prai ami bone polmul matro khai. I'm happy eating the polmul fruits in the forest. Bone bashi. I live in the forest. To make Krishna come to you. He teaches you. You offer the food like this. You make it clean. You be clean. You chant this mantra, Krishna will come. He says, I can't resist. That's Guru. He teaches you. He teaches you how to make Krishna come. That's why we Guru everything, because he's given us the Jasha aprasada nagati kuto. What is the, without his mercy, what way you can get nagati kuto, what way you can approach Krishna. So you chanted my mantra, you invited me, how could I resist? Amar, dekte, nirabari bab to me, in your emotion, your bab, you're thinking of me, you're remembering me, you're meditating on me, always. By the sadhana, by hearing about me, by chanting my name, all of this is sadhana, you're meditating on me, you're remembering me. Ota'eb tomar dilan deki ama, therefore I'm showing myself to you. I'm showing myself to you. You know, we sing in the morning, this is goal. Morai abilash bilash kunje diobash, bilash kunje dio, noya ne heri boshad, jugula rupa. I will see. This is what we should desire when we're doing the sadhana. We sing. Because he's desiring, because the Brahman was desiring, then now I'm showing. You want, I will give. Shekhani deke biprapanam adbhut Shankar Chakra Gada Padma Ashtabhuj Roop. Ashtabhuj, eight-arm form, the Lord revealed, eight-armed form. Ek hasta Navanita ar hastekai is 4 arms of Lord Vishnu, and then 2 more arms, ek haste Navanita ar hastekai, eating the rice and the dahi. Ardui hasta Prabhu murali bhajai, and in another 2 hands playing the flute, Astabhuj. 4 arms of Lord Vishnu, one are eating yogurt and another playing the flute. He saw this form, amazing form, Apurva darshan. And all of the Sribats Kashtuba, Bakhe, Shob, Monohar, Sarva Angi Deki, Ratnamaya Alankar, decoration, Ratnamaya, jewels, Alankar, Kastuba, Nava Kunja Bed Shiki Pucha Shob Shide, with a gunja seeds, fresh gunja seeds, a peacock feather, head, Chandramukhe Arun Adhar Shobha Kore, with ruby lips that were like rubies, and a face like that of the shining moon. The Lord was smiling, that darshan, he was smiling. Hasya dolaya dui noyan kamal, bajjayanti mala dol makara kundal, with his shark earrings, bajjayanti mala. Along with the beautiful form of the Lord, the Brahmins saw the Vrindavan manifest. What is the time? We're going to have arati? 12:40. Fine. Maybe they'll do arati now anyway. Just bring in the Bhadra. Yeah. We can do that. A little kirtan. Apurva Kadamba Brika Deke Shekhane Vrindavane Deke Nara Kare Pakigone. He saw the Kadamba trees, all of the beautiful Vrindavan manifest there. Pakigon, the different birds, the cuckoos, the swans, Vrindavan. You saw all of these in his at that time. Gopa Gopi gone, Chatur Dig Deke, Gopa Gopi, cowherd boys and cowherd girls in all directions he was seeing. Jaha dhyan kore taha deki pora teke. Whatever he in his meditation, the way he saw, the way he meditated, it was all manifest. Karuna Samudra Prabhu Sri Gaura Sundar Sri Hasta Dilen Tar Angir Upor Sri Hasta Dilen Tar Angir Upor. Sachinandan, he touched that Brahman's body with his hand. Because that Brahman fell down unconscious, seeing that Asta, he fell down unconscious. The Lord touched his body with his hand. He regained consciousness. And then seeing again the form of the Lord, again he fell down unconscious. Again he regains consciousness. He sees the form of the Lord, he falls down unconscious. In this way, sometimes getting up, sometimes falling down. He moved with great upsurges of spiritual emotion, the Brahman. You can just imagine what great upsurges of a spiritual emotion might look like. But perhaps something like that. Shivering, perspiring, horripilation. He was unable to remain still. And then tears flowed from his eyes like the flowing of Mother Ganga. Prabhu bole, Shuno Shuno, I Biprabar, Onek Janmer Tumi Amar Kinkar. Onek Janma Tumi Amar Kinkar. For so many lives, you have been my servant. Biprabar, or best of the Brahmins. Prabhu bole, Shuno Shuno, Are Biprabar, Onek Janma Tumi Amar Kinkar. নিরাবারি ভাব তুমি দেখতে আমার অতএব আমি দেখা দিলাম তোমার. Because without cessation you are constantly bhav dekhi amar. You are meditating, bhav dekhi amar. You are thinking about me, you are meditating on me. You are doing my sadhana. Ọতএব, for that reason, therefore ami dekha dilan tomar, I revealed my form to you. Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is commenting that Premanjana Charita Bhakti Bilochanena. When one has love, then with our eyes we can see the Lord everywhere. And therefore the Lord will appear. Then he says, Arjanme E Rupe Nanda Grihe Ami Dekha Dilon Tomare Nash Madar Taha Tumi. In a previous life, E Rupe, I showed you this form. In a previous life, E Rupe, Nanda Grihe, in Nanda Maharaj's home, Deki Dilon Tomar, I showed you this form in a previous life. Nash Madar, but you've forgotten that. This is fascinating. Can you imagine that in a previous life you were in Vrindavan and at Krishna's home, you went to Nanda Baba, and there Krishna revealed himself, this Gopal, Bal Gopal revealed his Aishwarya Punna, his opulent form, and you've completely forgotten that? You've completely forgotten that? You imagine? How is that? That's forgetfulness. Something like that. You were in Krishna's home and you've completely forgotten that. Nasmara. Tahatumi, you've completely forgotten that. And similarly, just as Krishna can make you forget, he can make you remember. Just like that. He can remove the spell and you can remember. But in this case, the Brahman is forgetting why he's forgetting. Why he's forgetting? Because if he was remembering, then when Sachinandan comes and steals the rice, he's not going to call out, "Hi, hi." So this is the rasa that is making him forget, and then he realizes again, this is your Sri Hari, that experience of having the Lord being revealed in his house. You forgot, but now I'm revealing to you again. But then he says, don't you reveal this to anyone. Don't reveal. You cannot tell anyone that I am Sri Hari. I am the Nandadula. You cannot say that. Even though you cannot say that to anyone. Sankirtan arambe amar avatar koraimu sharvadesh kirtan prachar. I have appeared, Sankirtan arambe. This actually is the beginning of when the Lord mentions about the purpose of his avatar. Although earlier the ladies would do Harinam and the Lord would stop crying. And in this case, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur mentions that he is beginning the inauguration of the Nam Sankirtan movement by making the ladies do Sankirtan. When he appeared, there was Sankirtan, when this lunar eclipse, Chandragraha, at the time of Gaurapanima. And now he says, Sankirtan Arambhe, Amar, Avatar, I've come to Arambhe, to begin the Sankirtan movement. Korimu Sarvadeshe Kirtan Pracha, Sarvadeshe Kirtan Pracha. Sarvadeshe, in all lands there will be the preaching of the Kirtan, and I've come to inaugurate this movement. So Mahaprabhu says, you can remain with us for some time. You stay here. And you will see many things. You will see many things. But you are forbidden to reveal my identity to anyone. And if you do, everything will be destroyed. So then, having said that, Sachinandan, he then went back to his room. He assumed his form of the young child and went back to his room. And lay down, just like he was prior, looking like he was just completely crashed out, asleep. He lay down. So then the Brahman, Apurva Prakash Deki Shei Biprabar Anande Purnita Hoilo Sharva Kalebar. He was Sarva Kaleba, completely, all time, completely. Apurva Prakash Deki, seeing this amazing, unprecedented darshan, he began smearing his entire body with the rice. Right? Smearing his entire body with the rice while crying in ecstasy. I mean, can you imagine? The Lord appears to you and speaks those things. Nache, Gai, Hashe, Bipra, Koraha Humka, Nache. He's dancing. Guy, he's singing. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya. He's singing, he's dancing. Vipra Kora Humka loudly. Joy Bal Gopal. Bolaya Bar Bar. Joy Bal Gopal. Joy Bal Gopal. Joy Bal Gopal. So the Brahmins loud chanting and dancing and awakens all of the people in the home, Jagannath Vishwarup. And they all came and they were greatly dissatisfied seeing the Brahmin enjoying his meal so much. The Brahmin has eaten, the Brahmin, and as he said, Jai Gopal, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal. And that Brahman, he would consider from time, on occasion, he would consider, reveal these people, they don't know this is the Supreme Lord. But no, I cannot say. And he remained there in Mayapur, nearby the house of Jagannath Mishra, and he would collect alms and then come and see the pastimes of Sachinandan in the house of Jagannath Mishra. Beda Gopya Egg Shakal Mohi Chitra Kotar, Iha Shravane Krishna Milane Sharvatar. So one who hears these topics, which are confidential even in the Vedas, certainly attains the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Shri Vrindavanas Thakur ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Navadvipa Mayapur Dham ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Shishinitai Gaur Shitanar Premananda.